Hello, everybody. I'm a practicing therapist and a doctoral student of psychology. Today, we're going to talk about basically how to teach your partner to love you. And avoidants have to do this with you too. But this is a little bit more specific with you as a person who is either fearful, anxious, or secure, with a partner who is either dismissive or fearful. And gender doesn't matter. This is just relationship context, love, romance, etc. And this is the second video to the introductory one that I put either before this, like maybe a day or two before, hopefully, if I remember to do it like that. Basically, we talked about earlier that avoidants are not comfortable saying they love you. And today we're going to talk about milestones in general so that they can get more comfortable by doing that. But this is your guide so that they can learn how to love you so they can get more comfortable with milestones. And that may not have made sense, which is why we're going to break it up together for this amount of time in this video. Avoidants tend to avoid milestones in relationships for a long time. And therefore, the needs that you guys get through these milestones are not met. Right? Let's say they are avoiding the label of a relationship. That to you feels like commitment and like you're valuable. You don't get that if they don't do that. And we're trying to bridge that gap. So however long they're taking to do that, which hopefully they speed up and start healing, you can still get some of your needs met so that you don't get frustrated and dump them, or you don't get frustrated and crash out, and that will pull them away even further from doing that. And so you need to teach them the components of what that gives you throughout the relationship so they can give you that without fully giving you that milestone. But what you're actually doing is you're setting them up so that that milestone is less far away for them, because those milestones are very overwhelming because they feel like they're so unreachable for them. Like they feel like they can't meet that. But if you slowly give them the techniques to meet them throughout your relationship, they will be much more likely to actually meet those milestones, if that makes sense. And you both need to teach each other. Many insecure attached folks think they're being clear about what they need, and likely if your partner was secure, it would be very obvious what you need. However, if you're insecurely attached, it's actually not that obvious. It's actually pretty challenging. So if somebody is insecure, if both people are insecurely attached, they don't understand each other as well as if one person was secure. They might be able to pick up the pace a little bit or pick up slack, but it's not as easy with insecure attached. And so we're going to break up the milestones and ways that you can offset it a little bit so that you can get your needs met and they can feel more comfortable being closer to meeting these needs so that the milestone is less far away for them, okay? And I'm not saying that you have to wait on them. It's your choice. I'm just telling you the truth and what can help, okay? So the first one, is the milestone of labeling the relationship. Ask them to verbalize every now and again their commitment to you. And sometimes you have to say it very clearly, as in tell them, I want you to say things along the line, and give them a list over a text if you need to. A lot of times you are going to end up having to do that. You want them to say, I am committed to you. I am serious about you. I don't plan on leaving you. I want to stay with you. Things like that that show that the relationship is valuable. So that's part of the need of a relationship, the label, right? When you're a girlfriend or a boyfriend, in your mind, it feels like, okay, I am serious about you. And so that's what it feels like. And so asking them to give you that emotion without the label can really help them to not be so afraid of the label, that particular milestone, but also allows you to get some of those needs met so you're less frustrated while you're waiting on them getting more comfortable with this. The next one is the milestone that they say they love you, which was what we were kind of talking about in the previous video. Ask them to express they care about you, that they want to be with you. Ask them to be more affectionate and romantic. And this could be things that signify love. And so Valentine's Day, we just had Valentine's Day. Signifying love is really important. So that would be them ordering you flowers to your house. That would be them making a date night for you guys, even if it's not Valentine's Day, but just in general, right? But Valentine's Day is a good one. Celebrating Valentine's Day. Something that says, I care about you, I love you, without saying I love you. But it's something that's going to be a little bit more obvious. And so you want to bring that up. I care about you. Ask them to say that. I want to be with you. I don't plan on leaving you. Similar things we talked about before, but a little bit more on the romantic side. I want to be with you. I like you. I care for you. I want to make this work. Things of that sort. The next one is bedroom intimacy. A milestone that happens is, so there's two ways to put this. bedroom intimacy decreases typically when avoidants get more comfortable with somebody, okay? And what happens is the milestone then is for them to be comfortable with bedroom intimacy again in a long-term relationship. And so in the interim, while you're waiting for that, ask for more physical touch, more flirty behaviors, more kissing, more hugging, more romantic kind of sensual dates. So maybe having a date night at your house with the candlelight, like candlelights, lights are dim, having dinner, wearing more attractive clothing or more revealing clothing that you really feel like can set the mood without actually doing that. And that can actually help them to be more comfortable with these behaviors. The next one is actually the milestone of moving in together. And this is interesting because this one, it's a little bit more of a commitment in terms of like financially. So there's another element to it, but we're not going to talk about the financial commitment because that can be a different trigger, to be honest. And I just want to streamline this a little bit. So we may talk about that in another video, but today we're just talking about the emotional barrier as to why they don't want to move in. But I do want to again clarify, there are more than just emotional barriers with this particular one because there's a financial aspect to it as well. This one, you can ask them to spend the night more at your house. Typically, it's easier for them to spend the night at your house instead of you spend the night at their house, not because they're hiding something. Oftentimes, avoidants feel like their space is private. And so they don't want you to judge them, to be honest. Like, let's say your partner is a little messy. They don't want you to judge them. Or maybe you want to start changing the furniture around their house. They will feel like you're trying to control them. And so that's why starting maybe at your house might be a little bit easier. Having a little bit more like sleepovers or spent nights, maybe starting at your house. Or having longer periods of time spending together. Another really good one that can help is asking to go on trips together. This one really helps because it allows them to feel more comfortable knowing that how you're going to be like if you guys are in more close, like intimate spaces together, that you're not going to tell them what to do. You're not going to be with them 24/7. So an example is, let's say you guys get a hotel together and maybe, I don't know, it's like a area where there's a lot of like nightlife, maybe some sort of gambling. And I'm not like endorsing gambling or anything like that. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just using an example. It's just for mental health purposes. But anything like that, maybe they want to do that and you want to stay in the hotel room and watch TV. Showing that makes them more comfortable actually, feeling like if they live with you, that it's not going to be what they're afraid of. They're not going to lose their autonomy. And so let's summarize and we'll wrap it up. The first one is a milestone label of the relationship. How to get more comfortable is to actually literally ask them specifically for them to tell you, I'm committed to you, I'm serious to you, I want to be there for you, I do not plan on leaving you. The next one is that they say they love you, they're uncomfortable with that, that's a milestone, right? And so you want them to express that they care about you, that they want to be with you, that there is nobody else, and that you are special to them. The next one is bedroom intimacy. Ask for more physical touch, more flirty behaviors, kissing and hugging, but also do romantic type of date nights that are a little bit more sensual, a little bit more romantic, and a little bit more kind of setting the mood for that, even if nothing happens. That can really help. And the last one is moving in together, spending more nights often, like together overnight type of thing, or spending more time together for longer periods of time. So even if it's the whole day, things like that. But one of the best ones for this one is going on trips together so you can show them that you're not going to take over their time and they will realize that. And so I hope this video is helpful to somebody. Please like, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.